Welcome to the Deucecast Extra. We are live on a Monday again because a bunch of us are seeing Dead Reckoning Part 1 tomorrow night. Somebody on the panel this evening has already seen it, which I'm very jealous. I was peer pressured into not seeing it. and so I did not see it.
I think we're the last people in America to see it. Actually.
I know, right? There's the fan screening tonight.
Yeah, McClellan's seeing it tonight.
McClellan's seeing it tonight. I saw that.
Yeah.
You look, we're
friend of the show.
We do preview screenings only. We don't do anything before that doesn't count. I mean, so that's.
I'll go out if I get invited to Grauman's to a premiere or
something.
I'll see it a week early, right? But otherwise, none of this fancy stuff. Just give me that Thursday day before Monday, whatever.
Tuesday this time because it's a Wednesday release, whatever the situation is. But we are actually here to talk Secret Invasion, episode 3, which is called Betrayal. We've got Andrew. Oh, betrayed. Whatever. I thought it was betrayal, but whatever. We got Andrew in the chat. Ted in the chat. How's it going, guys? Ted, are you even watching Secret Invasion? I guess you might be. I can't remember if you said you were. You might just be hanging out. Garrison, how, without spoiling, and I mean, just give us a taste. I just want to know a little. Just, is there anything in Dead Reckoning that you can talk? Okay, sorry. Okay, Earl will get mad. No, we don't need to do that.
Hello, everyone. On behalf of the entire cast and crew of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, we thank you so much for coming out to see the film in a theater. We make these movies for you to enjoy on the big screen, so sit back, please enjoy the show.
Was Tom Cruise at your screening?
Look, I think
thought that was Les Grossman.
I think it's an excellent film. I think it's not as tight as Fallout. There's a lot set up. There's a lot of exposition. There's a lot to understand with the enemy in this film.
One of two parts.
It's 2 parts.
This is mission 1 of 2.
Yeah, exactly. Mission 1 of 2. That's good. I like that. That's good. It's a good setup. I'm excited about it. Do you think Tom is going to be mad when the SAG strikes on Wednesday? Do you think he's going to be upset?
As soon as someone tells him you can't start shooting Dead Reckoning Part 2, which we're supposed to start production apparently this upcoming week or whatever,
he's going to be mad.
Getting back into it. Yeah, he's going to be like, "What are you talking about?"
He's going to be pretty ticked because they are striking.
Does Atwell run in it?
Does Atwell run in it? Sure.
She's probably all cinched up though.
Yeah, a lot of. I mean, she's very covered up. Yeah.
Cinched up. Tom will be like, "We'll start our own Actors Guild. We don't need the SAGs."
Ted, Ahsoka, August, what Andrew said.
Tom should start the Film Actors Guild.
Ooh, like a rival guild.
I'm counting those letters. No, Garrison.
I'm sorry, has no one seen Team America World Police?
A long time ago. I don't work.
The Film Actors
Guild. Just an honest, randomly an honest trailer was released for it like a week ago.
Oh wow!
Yeah, for Team America.
Yeah.
Really? That's awesome.
So let's dive into this episode.
Oh man, I can't get enough.
Okay, well then let's let you start, Earl, because I'm struggling with the series. In all honesty, I was saying in the pre-show, I think the acting is good. I like all the acting. I like the score. The score is actually pretty good for a Marvel TV show.
It's
it's not that bad. But it's not gripping television. I'm not being gripped. I just am not. Like what do you like about it, Earl?
Oh well, now let me. I'll back away from my enthusiasm a little bit and be honest. I mean, I understand it. Okay, the things I like. I mean, I like Ben Mendelsohn's character. What's Talos?
Talos is good.
For this specific episode, I enjoyed he and Gravik's sort of confrontation. And Talos. Now, Talos does Talos seem like the same guy from now that he was in Captain Marvel?
Oh no,
like
it's been 30 years. Yeah,
that's a good point. That's a good point.
He's had a rough go of it, I think.
I mean,
I just can't really reconcile. I can't remember how he acted in the other movie, but man, he was going like old school gangster on him there with in that confrontation. Man,
Mm-hmm.
He went Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Yeah, keep my daughter's name
out of your
yes.
A little stab in the hand there, man. No, I like that part. I thought that was good. I like some of the back and forth between him and Jackson.
Yeah, I think.
Although
good.
it seems like they want to act like Sam Jackson, like he almost intimates that
they've turned it into a buddy cop thing a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, the deal where Fury owes everything to Talos.
That's a little much. That's kind of annoying.
That's just more of this.
They're leaning into that.
We're in now, where we deconstruct our heroes, and they're not the people you thought they were. I don't like that, but.
I do like the idea that Fury would send around Skrulls in this universe to go on spy missions to maybe destabilize governments, or I don't know. I think there's some really interesting things you could do with that kind of stuff. I agree. I don't think he should owe it all to the Skrulls. I think it's ridiculous.
Right.
Well, that's what Talos is intimating. But
I think the show. Well, Talos says that, but I think the show also shows that he's being really annoying about it. So I don't know that you're supposed to be on his side.
Yeah, but Fury didn't protest it much either. Like he seemed to accept it, and I didn't. Yeah.
I mean, I think they're going to continue to lean into that. They're going to, like, as this series progresses. I mean, they're going to
halfway through.
I know, but they're basically going to say that without the Skrulls, like Fury would be nothing.
Yeah, which is probably some meta immigration talk. I mean, like all these rich Hollywood screenwriters, they're like, who would clean our yards if we didn't have this? Because they're all very wealthy. They have servants and all these other things, and that's what.
Who would have built our country is what they want to say. Without
that's how they think.
It's that thing. But
that's how they think. I thought the name of the episode was interesting. Betrayed. It was what I feel like as a viewer. I think
I need to address something in the chat.
Okay, Andrew.
No. Okay.
What does that mean? I don't know.
Exactly. Andrew, Earl does not know computers and social media. I mean,
I'm just a simple caveman.
Yeah, he doesn't. So I wouldn't
unfrozen.
I wouldn't
Andrew's next comment. Highlight Andrew's next comment. I think he's talking about this show.
Ours, yes.
I think he's talking about
the
us.
Extra,
of course.
Right. No, and I understand, Andrew.
I agree with Andrew.
I agree with you.
Sometimes I agree.
I feel you.
We're bringing you the most mediocre content.
Mediocre is exactly how I would describe this show. Yeah. It's not bad enough to hate. It's not good enough to be like appointment viewing. Like I watch it out of obligation instead of because I look forward to it. A lot of things I've looked forward to, even to some extent. I mean, I looked forward to Loki. I looked forward to Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah. There were things in
I didn't look
Hawkeye.
I looked forward to She-Hulk for the wrong reasons. Right.
right.
To She-Hulk's credit, I'm going to give it a little something here. It was bad enough that I looked forward to watching it because
that's a good point. Like it flipped.
What will they do to ruin humanity today?
My singular comment on that is She-Hulk is the first Marvel show I waited until the day of the Extra to watch.
You put it off as long as you could.
As long as you possibly could.
And Secret Invasion is just something that I remember that I need to watch it, and I do, and it's 45 minutes or an hour that I just.
And I think that they think that they're doing like big things in each episode. Like they do a big thing at the end of this episode, and you're like,
it didn't sting like they wanted.
Well, no, we're doing this. This is spoiler filled, Earl. It's always been spoiler filled.
No, I know that. Why are you? Yeah. Anyway, that's fine.
He thought you protested. He thought you were protesting.
He thought you were being.
We would dare
no. I wasn't protesting.
All right, speaking of spoilers, how did we feel about Wolverine on the set of Deadpool 3 today?
Oh, it looked awesome.
It's a good costume.
I'm pumped for that costume.
Yes, there's like 2 or 3 photos I've seen now.
I'm pumped.
I saw a really cool thing that crashed on that beach. That
I didn't see that. I did not see that. I saw the one where where Wolverine was holding Deadpool's arm or something.
Yeah.
Like a leg or an arm, like an
appendix.
Look,
that thing is shaping up to be an absolute circus, but in a good way. Like, like it's just they're throwing a lot of crap at the
Electra.
And I keep seeing, it's in a lot of these places that are not particularly credible. But this idea of Tom Cruise as some version of Iron Man at some
right, that's been rumored.
And I know it's been around there for a long time, but I feel like if it was going to show up anywhere, it would be in this crazy movie, right?
Well, that's a total possibility.
I saw like they had a set with the 20th Century Fox logo
that's what I'm talking about,
on the set. Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad. Sorry.
It's going to be weird, meta, nonsensical fourth.
Well, come Wednesday, they're going to have to, stop filming, so we'll never get to see this movie. So because the SAG strike.
That's the other movie again.
SAG strike is happening.
Being 100% serious here, I think the studios fold to SAG.
No, they will.
And don't fold. They still don't fold to the writers after that.
They don't fold to the writers.
Performances in movies are pretty good. You get a lot. There's a lot of talent, but the writing is not like they don't. I feel like the writers think they have this big. They're carrying this big stick, but then like recent history suggests.
There's a reason that strike is ongoing. Studios don't care. And eventually they will have to care.
No, you have to have good writers.
Writers have always gotten the short end of the stick in Hollywood, whether or not they're great or bad.
Sure. Yeah. No, Andrew, I agree. I mean,
Guys, let me say a word about writers. The writers bring the words to the actors.
I love it when you do the Beavis and Butthead teacher.
So in this episode of this silly Secret Invasion,
this great submarine scene.
Gaia is a double agent, and you guys suggested that she was probably a double agent, and I said it didn't feel like she was in that first episode to me.
I agree.
She was so undercover,
but she was a double agent.
She flips on a dime.
All along she's been.
So I think we're led to believe that she was all along. So if that is the case, then
why do we have that confrontation in the first episode between her and
because she told him that they were the bombs, but they ended up being decoys, which means she was told they were the bombs, but they were decoys, which means Gravik knew that she passed along bad information, so he caught her then. But then he set her up to catch her again in this episode. So
I think this is hurt by some of the reshoots they did for this.
It probably like this disjointed. Like they had a story that they changed somewhere along the way, and they just. But modern writing is we don't care that it doesn't make sense.
Right.
We just let it go. We're like, that's a cool scene, and then 2 episodes later, this will be cool.
Yeah,
just give me something blowing up.
Yeah, just give me something. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. If she was a double agent the whole time, then the first episode is nonsense.
Right.
And it's broken. And
I think she grew into it. I think she grew into it, my personal belief.
So when he walks out of the building with his confrontation with Gravik, talking about Talos, somebody bumps him and gives him a phone, right?
Well, they think that was her.
That's her, right?
Yeah.
That's the phone they were coming. So, I don't think she turned, like he had to expect that from her. I don't know. It's not made clear enough.
Well, I heard an interesting theory that this whole thing with Bob, who controlled the submarine to shoot the thing, all of it was to flush out the mole.
Right. Okay.
I did not pick up on that. But
yes, that was it. But here's the thing, because on the surface, that's a stupid plan. That wouldn't start World War III. That's silly. Here's a rogue sub captain who shot an airplane out of the sky. First of all, submarines don't shoot airplanes down. Okay, that ain't what they do. That's not an air. That's not a
go up in the sky like that.
Surface to air missile on the sub. That ain't what that is. Okay, that's stupid. And that wouldn't start a war anyway. But Nick Fury acted like it would. Like he wigged out about it. He was like, we're going to have a war if this happens, blah, blah, blah. So they took it very seriously. Even if Gravik just created that whole thing to flush out a mole, the characters that we know who didn't know that's what it was for reacted as though that would really start a war.
Correct.
And that's dumb.
It is
that's
dumb.
Not how things work. And the British Prime Minister is just wandering around an abandoned nuclear plant in Russia. She is supposed to be
the British Prime Minister.
The British Prime Minister. Like, is she unaccounted for? like that.
Nobody's concerned about it.
This is written by people who, like, this is a children's story. This is like a Transformers cartoon.
There's a much better mole hunt done on film, and it's in Mission Impossible 1. I'll just say
the first,
it's done so well. I have no idea who was who in Mission Impossible 1.
Right.
No idea.
All I know is they killed Emilio Estevez. That's all. Spoiler alert. That's all I know.
Operation was a mole hunt.
Everything.
From that standpoint, I mean, it's not offensively bad, but there are those kinds of dumb things in it that pull me out of it, and it just reminds me that they are phoning it in. That this is not a serious.
Are we still in Russia at this point?
It's not a serious show.
Well, we're kind of going all over the place.
British. I thought we were.
We're going all over the place now. We're not just in Russia.
The Prime Minister was in Russia. She was at Gravik's place looking at the Super Scroll machine.
Yeah,
that's right.
So when his hand got cut, that was extremist that grew his hand.
Oh yeah. He's.
We've seen the trailer doing the Groot thing. Where did they get Groot DNA?
He left the twig behind after Infinity War, obviously.
That's the kind of thing you need to see on camera to justify, but whatever. Okay, so Bob, the Navy guy, they break into his house.
Yep.
His kid is across the
playing
room.
The games in the other room.
Is the kid a
Russia
Skrull?
No.
Okay, but why was the dad trying so hard to protect? Why did he give up to protect him if he's not his real kid?
I think he was trying to keep up the appearance with the kid.
Okay, but then they kill the dad. The kid is right over here.
Yeah, he's
like window in the same room.
Traumatized.
There's no reaction when they shoot his dad.
Yeah. I know.
Well, because he immediately turned to a Skrull.
I know, but
because I think the kid was a Skrull.
The kid didn't react to that.
Is the kid not a Skrull?
They forgot he was. They forgot the kid was there.
And St. Jackson's doing his Julius thing.
Did they kill the kid? They're putting bodies in the van. There are 2 bodies in the van. Now, maybe it's the guard. Maybe it's the dad and the kid. I don't know. Was the kid a Skrull?
I don't know the Abigail Brand.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
That's the comic book thing that I'm not sure of. I don't know.
But
I don't know that. I don't think she's actually dead, anyways.
No, I think she's got Super Skrull.
We've seen her in the trailer doing other things.
Yeah, I think she's got Super Skrull. I think she went into the machine to protect herself.
She just faked it. She knows that they turned to Skrulls.
Ooh, maybe she has Deadpool DNA, and that's how she's not dead.
Mikey,
she turned to Skrull. Oh, and we're gonna have a Ryan Reynolds cameo.
No.
There's not going to be any cameos in this.
I hope for his sake he's not in it.
Yeah, there won't be any.
You should stay pure and blameless.
The only thing that Ryan Reynolds needs to show up in is maybe, like, outside of obviously Deadpool, is maybe like an X-Men movie. He doesn't need to be in anything else.
I would be okay with like I would be okay with like a Loki small tiny cameo, like a Deadpool variant or something. You saw
maybe
He's
Deadpool.
too big a character to cameo. Like he absolutely runs through a scene. Like he just.
But that's his character's thing, also in the comics, is to just cameo and stuff all the time.
I don't know,
like show up randomly.
So Gravik and Talos, they meet in this art museum or whatever. I thought the guy, and I know you've said, Michael, that he's doing pretty good in this. I thought he cubed that scenery a little much there.
It was a little thick.
He came in a little hot on that.
Yeah.
He's about to play Bob Marley.
Yeah, he is. I saw the trailer for that before Mission Impossible.
I don't know about that movie.
No, he's a good actor. He seems a little too, both of them in that scene. I mean, I like that scene.
Yeah.
But they were both, especially for a public place.
He was like, "You wanted to parlay? Let's parlay!"
Yeah,
like going all out.
He was really big. He was gesticulating much bigger than any other scene.
I was offended that he tried to take down Winston Churchill in that painting.
That's right.
Yeah. Is Winston Churchill in that painting?
Yeah, the fat face that he talked about. Look at
that
fat face.
Look at that fat
I like
face.
when he pointed at the smiling face and the face wasn't smiling. That was my favorite part of that
scene. Well, they write that. They don't know what picture they're going to have, what the prompt department's going to pull out.
Yeah,
they didn't know what picture they were looking at when they wrote it.
This whole thing with Gaia, man, he's pushing Talos's buttons, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, at some point there's obviously going to be Talos and him are going to come to blows.
Yeah, and occasionally, so they've got this serious moment, and then he's like pouring the sugar in. I did a, what was it? Espresso with my sugar or whatever it was. It's like they throw these jokes that don't fit.
The cockroach and Men in Black, do they have to have sugar?
Do they have to have a lot of sugar?
Water. Sugar.
D'Onofrio should have won an Academy Award for Men in Black.
He should have. I read a good article about that recently.
Yeah.
He was pretty good, I guess. I don't know if he was Academy.
Yeah.
D'Onofrio go back and watch somebody different in every. I never know what I'm going to get out of him.
He is so great as Kingpin. I mean, who knew, but he would be so good as Kingpin. But
what's the deal with dogs, man? I mean, these two species. What was this thing Talos went into?
No, that's the part that I was like, "Are we watching Lethal Weapon?"
But it's like dogs. 2 episodes.
I wish it were Lethal Weapon.
Well, Lord. It's just the quips.
The buddy cop
they're trying too hard sometimes.
Yeah. To be fair, Samuel L. Jackson is getting too old for that shit.
Yeah, he might be. He's looking old in this show. He finally is looking.
But
he's supposed to be.
He doesn't look like a PS2 cutscene.
Yeah,
they de-age him.
He was like a Black Snake Moan.
So what else is there to say about this episode?
I don't know. That's the problem. Like, it moved the narrative.
The end. You talk about the end stinger, I guess.
Yeah. What, Garrison? What do you have to say?
What was the end stinger?
I don't have anything to say about it.
They killed
his wife. Goes and gets a gun. And she's on the phone with Rhodey.
Yeah.
Supposedly, allegedly.
I really hate to say this, but like Mission Impossible's overridden this episode in my brain, and one thing is taking up space in my brain right now.
Garrison, you have to go back and rewatch these shows because there's so much activity going on.
There's nothing intricately being
I have a busy life
woven through this series.
I mean, it is so. You guys just aren't picking up on the depth of what's going on here.
Yeah, this is
I don't know.
That's the problem with the show. So Gaia gets shot, but she's not going to be dead. The Fury's lover is working with Rhodey, who's probably a Skrull.
Rhodey is 100% a Skrull.
Yeah,
he called him Nick, and then that's how when the guy was pretending to be Talos, he called him Nick, and then Nick's like, nobody calls me Nick.
Right.
And Rhodey called him Nick in their conversation in the restaurant. So that's not Rhodey.
Yeah.
Tell me, Bob.
So, yeah.
That begs the question, do they have Rhodey at that Russian nuclear plant in one of those machines?
I think so. I think
there will be a big reveal at the end of an episode where they'll pan down to Rhodey and the thing.
Yeah. I mean,
big deal.
So at the end there, when Gaia,
Sacha Baron Cohen,
right. Eventually, rough boner.
So Gaia walked into the little interpretation device that's connected to the guy. That's like,
and she was going back through all his memories to get the code.
She got the
code, and then that was good.
Dear Zachary.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So.
What else do we say? That's
this is a show. It makes me vaguely look forward to Echo just to have something different to talk about.
Well, we'll get Loki before Echo.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
We get Ahsoka before.
Yeah. Oh, Ahsoka's net. That's the next thing we're going to cover. But then we get Loki before Echo.
We expect you at every single.
And at some point, a Yellowstone show is going to come out this year.
Maybe.
They're claiming there's going to be Yellowstone shows this year, but I don't know.
I could go on for like 2 hours about Mission Impossible right now if you really want to be.
No, but we're not going to do that.
I got to go if y'all do that.
No,
are you saving it for Thursday? Is there a?
We're not doing no round.
Nike has no roundtable for this film.
I've got only because I'm going out of town. I would do it, but I'm going out of town, so sorry. It's sort of my schedule.
So this is why we're doing Tuesday.
Just give Garrison the link, and he can just monologue on it.
Oh, he's got the link. He could do one, and I wouldn't even know.
Yeah,
like
I'm not. Well, I'm not going to go rogue.
Oh,
I see what you did there.
You see what I've done in the past for the franchise, but there's more rogueness in this film.
That's right.
So many things going rogue.
I'm excited.
Ghost Protocol.
I'm excited. Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Which, by the way, is like a...
you mean 1883, Ted. 1883. Unless there's a secret 1893 now that we don't know about.
Did you know that Dead Reckoning is a navigation term?
That's right.
I did not know that until after the film when I was talking with my grandfather.
Oh.
And it actually...
What is it? Like a sub thing, though?
Yeah,
is
Navy stuff.
Navy stuff. Okay. Yeah.
Dead Reckoning.
Old sailor stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
1883 is a great show, Ted. 1923, not as strong, but Harrison did some good work in it, and as did Helen Mirren.
Yeah.
So it's worth
pretty
watching.
good love story.
Yeah. Schnellner is good in it.
But 1883 is probably peak Yellowstone universe.
Unless something better comes out. But yes, right now.
Well, that's like, this is the best food I've ever eaten until you eat a better piece of food.
Right now. Well, no. Early seasons of Yellowstone, I think.
No, they're not as good as 1883. 1883 is prestige TV.
Yeah.
And Yellowstone.
I agree with that.
Yellowstone was always a little soap opera-y.
Dude, soap opera-y. Yeah. That's true. I
think so.
So it's his uncle or something? Brother,
yes.
or I don't remember.
Matthew McConaughey's coming in, right?
Oh, sorry. We're answering questions on the.
Let's see. No, that's fine. I think we established that it was his uncle, brother.
We used to know. We used to know when we saw it.
Michael used to have a family tree printed out,
but that thing was fake. There's still not one. There's still not.
I don't know who half these people are how they're related.
Yeah, there's still not one out there. I mean, it's crazy.
What a film this year hitting $1 billion?
I think so. We can go through. I mean, look, Mission Impossible. I think has a shot. Probably not, but it has a shot.
$1 billion?
Barbie has a shot. Probably
Barbie
not,
could do it.
A shot.
Barbie's not going to hit $1 million. Or $1 billion.
That's not.
It's going to blow up, dude.
It's going to have a gigantic.
It's not internationally. It's not going to be as big. It just.
I mean, in Europe it will, but probably not Asia.
In Asian, it's already like there's several countries that are already not airing it because of the China dotted line thing.
Yeah.
But
there's something.
They'll make up for that in China because the Chinese government will mandate that everyone go see it.
Probably.
Or that you end up in a camp like the Uyghurs.
Jeez.
It's gonna sterilize you. Yeah.
Wow.
Make you eat a bat.
I don't think China likes Nicki Minaj. I don't think that they're gonna go see it. She's in this movie, and I don't think they're gonna.
Really?
What does China have against Nicki Minaj?
I'm a Nicki Minaj fan. I like.
Are you? You're a fan, huh?
Yeah, I like Nicki Minaj.
I saw a movie. What did I watch?
She's an F9.
Yes, Ted.
That's Cardi B. Sorry, never mind. I'll shut up.
Let's all get a Blue Bun Beetle burger.
Oh, we should have done that and eaten it live on YouTube.
Guys, no. Please don't tell me you're falling for that. You realize that's a joke, right? That's not real.
It's not real?
Oh, it's not real?
They do that kind of marketing all the time.
They do that all.
There's no reason to believe it wouldn't be real.
Burger King has done that. Burger King has done that before. Though.
Yeah, they've done the black ones.
They
do a green one for Green Hornet.
Are you serious? No, come on, Garrison. We're going to eat a blue burger.
I wanted a blue burger, Garrison. Dang it.
Guys, this was started. Okay, there is a fan on Twitter, a big DC fan on Twitter that's got really mad that
Scott McClellan?
That DC was not advertising Blue Beetle. And they were like, at this point, and so they just decided to come up with a bunch of fake advertising stuff, and that was one of the things they put out there that went viral, including an album album that they put out there.
When does that come out?
The 18th,
in August,
at my birthday.
Oh, they got time. I mean,
they can make a blue burger.
But this guy was mad it wasn't being marketed like a massive blockbuster. It's not
because
really
they know what they've got.
Yeah.
Well, now today it's funny. The kid that's playing Blue Beetle's like, "Oh, the cameos are gonna blow everybody's mind," and people are like, "We saw
My
a
understanding
test
is there's
screening."
not a cameo in the film at all.
Yeah, well, they could have gone back and put one in.
They
To
could
be
do
fair,
some reshoots.
to be fair, they could have done that.
My understanding is they didn't.
Well, he's saying that the cameos are going to blow everyone's mind, but
is he? Maybe he's confused and he's talking about the next season of Karate Kid or Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai. Yeah, he could be. He could be.
Oh yeah, I heard they're going to do something.
Nobody left. There's nobody left to cameo in those.
Who's left? Yeah, there's not.
Hilary
Swank.
Yeah, Hilary Swank.
They could totally do that.
Will Smith's kid.
Andrew's upset that he can't have the blue burger now.
Yeah, I mean I just assumed. I didn't do a deep dive on it. I just assumed it was real
because they have done. Burger King has done that.
Burger King does the black burgers for all the time.
Yeah, they did the Across the Spider-Verse one. I mean, I saw the inflection point. I saw the tweet where the guy was like, "I'm doing this myself," and then I saw his next tweet where it was that, and I was like, "Okay, that's fake." Okay. And then I saw a bunch of people believing it, and I went, "Oh,
sure."
Producer Sean with the run-in.
Sean with a.
Well, I'm upset that the Fat Man Little Boy popcorn and drink things are not real because I was like, I was fired up about that.
Those will kill in Japan.
Yeah, Earl.
Sorry, guys.
No, Earl.
That's too soon.
Earl, that joke bombed. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, guys. That is bad.
Yeah,
you're really splitting atoms there for that one.
Those kill in Japan. That's good.
It's good YouTube content. There will be a lot of people that really
I'm sure
find
I'm going
this
down
video.
For that one. Yeah,
there'll be some algorithm that finds this video because you said that.
Yeah, you didn't say. Well, never mind.
Never mind. We did.
Let's not.
Yeah, that's still not the worst thing.
This is what happens, Marvel, when your shows aren't good.
Yeah,
this is what happens.
We start talking and we can't stop ourselves.
Yeah. You've got to keep us on a tight. Agenda, or we get like
I ain't clipping anything, Andrew.
No, we don't want to clip any of this. This is not. This is a live one and done.
This is being deleted after it airs.
Yes.
I don't think you can clip live stuff, anyways. I've tried. Maybe
it's already been clipped. Somebody's done it in the chat. It's done.
I don't know.
It's already out there, man.
I'm not sure how it all.
Earl's
gonna go viral.
Somebody take that and put it on TikTok.
Hold on, my boss is calling.
Please put Earl's little soundbite on TikTok and let it go. Let it run rampant.
Oh boy!
Pay a big influencer to use it, and then let it go.
Like
viral.
Garrison.
Yeah, let Khloe Kardashian react.
I want Garrison to be honest about this question. Like, how much do you think Oppenheimer's going to make worldwide?
Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
I think it can make.
Put away your Nolan.
I think I'm being realistic. I think it can make 400 worldwide, which is very good for its budget's 100. It just needs to make 250 to break even, essentially.
Okay.
And it's not an expensive film. Nolan also quite often comes in under budget, even though they don't report that necessarily, but he does.
I don't think it makes that kind of money internationally. I don't think there's international.
It's 3 hours long.
Yeah, you don't get that many screenings out of it. Now it'll have legs. That's the one thing it's got going for it is it will have some legs.
But
modest legs. I mean, it just means it'll be in the top 10 for a month. Instead of immediately fall off or top 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's immediately going to be hurt because it's not going to be in IMAX that long, and that's their big thing.
Mikey, it's got IMAX exclusivity for 3 weeks.
Yeah,
really? There's nothing coming out.
That's why Tom Cruise got pissed.
Yeah, he's getting
that's why he's doing it ahead of
But theaters will.
Wait a minute.
They don't have
possible.
Nolan is like best friends with the guy who. I mean, he's best friends with IMAX at this point. They invent new camera stuff for him all the time.
Wait, Haunted Mansion's not going to be on IMAX?
It's 3 weeks exclusivity in IMAX.
Wow. Nobody wants Haunted Mansion. Nobody wants that at all.
Meg 2 is not going to be on IMAX?
With an exclusivity, does that mean that theaters cannot split with Mission Impossible, even if Oppenheimer falls off a cliff?
Right. That's exactly what that means.
That's good deal if you can get it, but
that's crazy that
Yeah, I have a feeling Mission Impossible will be showing up in a bunch of Dolbys, but also
like
Barbie's
other
coming out.
premium screens.
Barbie's going to have the Dolbys too, and it's selling out in Dolbys right now. So
yeah.
Barbie's going to be like snakes on a plane. I think it's going to have a real big front end and then a real drop off.
Well, it depends on the politics of the.
What's the woke content's going to limit?
That's the question nobody knows.
But to Rhett's
right now.
point, if it's not so bad that like if the movie's so entertaining that you can look beyond some of the stuff.
No,
there are some elements that I know are in it that will turn certain audiences off hard.
Right.
They will take out
the
their
Sound of Freedom audience will not like things that are in Barbie.
They're not going to like that.
The girl boss Barbie.
The Jesus Revolution crowd will not like things in Barbie.
But they're going to go thinking, I used to have a Barbie. I'm going to take my daughter to this.
There will be people that don't, like Gen Pop, that doesn't research like who some of the people in the movie are going to be kind of surprised.
They released a clip today of Ken singing a song, and that almost got me to buy tickets immediately.
The people
Ryan
who
Gosling sings
Last Man Standing are not going to like this movie, right? Like
that's
that. There's
there's another coin.
Those Venn diagrams are they're like way apart.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Ted, by the way, if you're speaking about Mission Impossible, not a single shot of that film is in IMAX. So,
Mission Impossible? Yeah, Oppenheimer.
It's just elevated by being in a premium large format.
I think he's talking about Oppenheimer. Or no, you're right. He is talking Mission because he just Which I was surprised when you said that. I thought that was a Macquarie thing.
All fitted to 239.
Interesting.
Yep.
So it was not filmed in IMAX?
Nope.
I'm out.
And Fallout only Fallout was only filmed unless you guys can tell me differently tomorrow. And if you can, I'll make another trip to go see it in IMAX. But
so like if it goes big, you mean like the full screen experience? It'll be interesting to see if it does that.
And in Fallout, there were only 2 sequences because the rest of it was shot on film. But that was the skydive sequence and the helicopter chase.
Yeah. Okay, so Ted was talking about Oppenheimer. Yeah, all of it. Was all of it IMAX?
I don't know if it was all of it. He usually uses the Panavision. I can't remember exactly what the name of it is. 65, something like that.
Yeah.
To shoot the close-up talkie scenes.
But I think all the Cillian Murphy little boy stuff is all his nudity is IMAX. I think.
I hope so. It is shot.
In fact, that's specifically they call him the old 70 millimeter. They call him.
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
Well, it's the IMAX 70 millimeter, which is even bigger. It's so big you can't fit sound on it.
It's 11. Is that the one that's 11 miles long?
Yes, the film is. Yeah,
you can't fix sound on it. Holy cow.
You can't fit sound on IMAX.
The old
it takes up too much of the frame, so they have to play a CD at the same time that they sync up.
Wow.
I hope it's a super audio.
No,
CD,
it might be the sound quality's even better.
Yeah. Okay, Andrew, favorite
vinyl.
Nolan
That'll
film.
do it on vinyl. That sounds better.
Oh, it's like we're doing an episode of the Deucecast now.
Yeah, what's your favorite Nolan film?
My favorite Nolan film is 2007's The Prestige.
Starring good call. That's
starring
strong.
Batman and Wolverine going at each other.
Prestige is probably
such a well-written film. It's based on a Christopher Priest book, I think it is.
Friggin' David Bowie is Nikola
David
Tesla.
Bowie.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that
I need to see that again. It's really awesome.
The twist in that film, not only is it so great, but it's so great on rewatch. And I'm a spoiler alert, but just
yeah, that one is good on rewatch.
Borden, I think is his name of what's his name's character, Batman's character,
Christian Bale.
He talks about the fact that he sees this other magician. He's like, oh well, I know how he does that trick. He does that trick because he's living his life doing that trick. The guy who's got the bowl hidden under his sheets, and so when he comes out on stage, he can pull the bowl out or whatever. And he figured that out because he himself also lives a double life, living the trick himself entirely, and there's a whole message about obsession in that film. You can tell that I'm totally not overly obsessed with this film.
Yeah, it's good.
It's
great. I think that's one that falls under the radar a lot for a lot of folks, and
I think Dunkirk was really impressive.
I mean, I agree.
It is.
Sound design on Dunkirk.
The whole time thing. And
I was kind of blown away by that when we saw that in IMAX. That was pretty awesome.
I'm still the Dark Knight guy. I mean, I still think that's a
every film you've said so far, I love.
Yeah. Well,
Tenet? Where do you stand on Tenet?
He likes Tenet. Tenet.
I love Tenet.
I love Tenet also.
I saw that movie on August 26th or whatever it came out, 31st, whatever, 2020. At the smallest theater in a rinky-dink town where it was the only theater open, and it was showing Tenet that Monday night or whatever. And I said, I'm seeing it right now. I saw it with three other people in the theater.
Oh yeah, because it was a COVID release. Wasn't it?
This couple and another guy.
That's right.
Didn't mask the screen, so I watched it window boxed on the screen, which means that there were bars all around it. It was not a great experience, but I still love the film. And every time I watch it, I catch something new, and I keep going, wow, the timeline kind of still works. Yeah. Every time I catch something on this, it's really well done.
The last act is just so bonkers that I just love it.
And Memento's good too, Ted. I mean, he hasn't
Memento's my dad's favorite.
Memento is really good.
It's my second or third favorite.
I mean, Insomnia is probably his least seen.
I really liked Insomnia though.
Yeah, Following obviously is his least seen, but as far as like big budget, like
mainstream.
mainstream, like Al Pacino's in your movie.
I mean Robin Williams is great in that.
Yeah,
it's kind of sinister.
It's not one people talk about often.
That is one where, in my opinion, the foreign film's better, and it's the only one of his films he didn't write, which I think is a detriment to that film. Whoa,
Amber Alert, guys!
Amber Alert. Yeah.
Be on the lookout for that car.
Yeah, it might come through my my den here.
Parrish, that's Parrish, Alabama. I own a house there.
Holy smokes! You own a house in Parrish?
I do.
Wow.
Well,
we got to turn you in.
Not have said that.
Well, this seems like the plot of what is that Villeneuve? Prisoner. This seems like the plot of Prisoner, with Rhett owning a house in Parrish.
Sorry, Rhett, I'm gonna have to put you over a sink and start a hammer in front of you.
Yes. We're spinning our wheels here. I mean, I don't.
I mean, yeah. Thanks for this Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion. Thanks.
God. You guys aren't seeing the artistry of it.
Not. Like I say, it's not awful. It's not just.
No, I agree.
It's a chore. But not like cutting grass, more like doing laundry.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, because you're inside, you're in air conditioning.
Reason why you say that, but
our show's better than Secret Invasion. Thank you.
Oh, I appreciate.
Oh, thanks, Andrew. Yeah. It's not as bad as like a kick to the crotch. It's more like you just accidentally hit your finger with a hammer or something, and just
it's not like drinking castor oil. It's like when you think it's going to be sweet tea, but it's root beer.
Yeah, it's just
unsweet. If you think it's going to be sweet, unsweet. Yeah. The title is clickbait. Sorry. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we clickbait. We draw the huge amount of people in by saying that we're talking about Secret Invasion.
Then we flip it to Oppenheimer.
That's right.
I could talk about Cillian Murphy and Florence Pugh all day. I mean, if we want to go.
If Cillian Murphy doesn't win Best Actor,
I think he's the number one.
He has to win.
I haven't even seen the performance, but from the people who have, I think he's number one right now. Those voters.
Well, they're saying though that
yes.
Who?
The Barbie chick. What's her name? I just blanked on her
Margot
name.
Robbie.
Margot Robbie may be nominated
for Barbie.
But that's not the same.
Because
category.
this is
not the same category.
This is it's not the same category, but this is an important film. Barbie's going to be. It's going to have something to say.
I hate that term. I even hate that term about Sound of Freedom, and that's what everybody's.
No, I know. Don't say
you
that.
You must go see Sound of Freedom. It's so important. Like everybody says that sees it.
Don't stay for the credits.
Sex trafficking is like
big
important.
Cup of adrenochrome and just watch it.
Gonna go to my favorite pizza joint after I see
Wow, we better stop before we get
put a red X.
Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna see Sound of Freedom. Like
Mikey,
listen. Every theater here in town, like every church is taking like their full congregation go see Sound of Freedom.
That's not true.
And I'm like,
it's not a bad film.
Oh, I know. And it's just I have a hard, like, I can get behind something like Jesus Revolution.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for me to get behind It's hard for me to get behind Sound of Freedom. I don't know why.
Mikey, you don't have any reason to. I'm sure it's fine.
I'm having a hard
It's fine, but it is oversold and overhyped.
I think it's being oversold. For sure.
It's making money though. It's like at 40-something million now.
Well, they say they're the number one movie in America. So
all right, that's what they are. I'll just get into it. The problem is the credits. He goes into the credits and tells everyone that they've got to go watch it and compares it to Uncle Tom's Cabin of our making it the Uncle Tom's Cabin of our generation. And I'm like, okay.
What?
No, I agree, Andrew. Jesus Revolution was a good film.
We love Jesus Revolution.
That was a good film. It was well done. It was entertaining. It had a good story. Like Sound of Freedom, I'm just bummed out about the subject matter. It's horrible, and I don't want to see it. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, like Ted says, he doesn't want to cry in the theaters. I mean, it's
exactly.
I will say they try to insert a lot of
unless Oppenheimer. If Oppenheimer makes me cry, I want it to. I want that emotion to just flood. Like, I'm going to bring Kleenex for Oppenheimer, probably.
Yeah, every time I see Florence Pugh's new haircut, I cry.
Me too.
I know, her most recent.
Me too.
Oh, she had her haircut really
I did
short,
like that dress she had on the other day, but yeah.
I bet you did, Garrison.
We got to get off really soon.
I know we got. Okay, let's. On that note, Garrison, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me at GRyfun3 on Threads. Go attack me on Threads.
Threads.
GRYFUN3 and Twitter and Instagram. You could find me on Letterboxd at GRyfun, where I just saw the new Mission Impossible movie, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning.
I really wish I hadn't been peer pressured into
Part 1. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. I think it's going to be a fun time. I also think you're going to be like, man, why can't we see the rest of this mission right now?
I know,
and
when SAG strikes, it's going to just delay it even more. It's going to just delay everything.
Why wouldn't they film these things back to back?
They didn't. There's a lot still.
They filmed some of it back
because they've got to do the stunt,
but not enough.
Yeah, there's stunt. There's
apparently a gigantic stunt. That's the first thing they want to shoot. But anyway.
Makes sense. Earl is off the grid completely. But are you on Threads yet, Earl? Are you one of the 100 million?
The Adrenochrome site, so you can find me.
No,
I'm not on anything. I'm just kind of. I'm floating, man.
You're on the.
I'm out there, man. You just took off, man.
Rhett, are you?
He won't be invited to speak at the 80th anniversary of the Hiroshima bombing.
I'd be like, "Whoa, hey, I'm dying here." Hey.
Oh my gosh. All right. We'll be back next Tuesday for Secret Invasion episode 4. What is happening?
I get no respect here. What?
Okay, yeah. See you guys later.